Dear students, in the last class we have seen the characteristic features of Victorian era and rise of novel and some specialities of Victorian era. And I told you that we can find an entirely different era just after Victorian era, that is called modern age or modern era. And this modern age is typical of an artistic movement called modernism. It is a particular ism that has paved its own path in all aspects of life. The modern age can be roughly placed between 1915 and 1946, and this modernism is a movement that has occurred in all aspects of life, I told you, and it is in the field of painting, literature, art, music and even architecture. And our primary focus is what is actually the specialities of modernist literature, that is modernism literature. That is our primary focus. What happened and what is the characteristic features of modernism in literature. So literary modernism is a subset of a larger artistic movement called modernism that embraces painting and music. At first we can find modernism in painting, then music, and then literature, and so on. We can find literary modernism as a subset of modernism. So modernism is an artistic movement and it is an umbrella term, and literary modernism is a part of the umbrella term modernism. And this literary modernism is basically responsible for some seriously weird literature. It is a literary modernism is a literature roughly between the end of World War I and the beginning of World War II. We can find the main reason for modernist literature as World War I in the coming slides. So it is a period in which a lot of changes happened in the field of literature. So, in the end of World War I, we can place modernist literature. And in another way, we can find the modernist literature or simply modernism as a movement that has accepted the abrupt cultural change that resulted in a radical departure from the preceded past in all ways. So we have to mark two phrases here, abrupt cultural change and radical departure from the preceded past. These two words completely gives details about modernism. So modernism is an abrupt cultural change. It has accepted the complete cultural change, and at the same time it is resulted in the radical departure from the preceded past in all ways. So modernism is completely a departure from the traditional things or the preceded past, that is modernism. Modernism is a departure from the preceded past in all aspects. Even in literature, even in painting, even in music, we can find a complete departure from the past. It moves away from past. So along with that, we should know what are the reasons for modernism in literature. What is actually the socio-political situation or the socio-political context in which this modernism arrived as a movement. And first of all, we can find the reason or the background as the Industrial Revolution. We know Industrial Revolution is an epitome of Victorian era, or Industrial Revolution happened in Victorian era, that is between 18th century and 19th century. And this has resulted in modernism in all aspects of life. This industrial revolution has bring a lot of advancement in the life of people in Victorian era. A lot of machineries was employed, a lot of inventions was there, printing press and all, and through industrialization people experienced an entirely different life in Victorian era. But this particular thing supposed to bring progress in the lives of people, but writers of modernist era saw this industrial revolution as a main cause for a particular change in literature. Instead of progress, writers of modernist era saw a decline of civilization or destruction of culture. And this industrial revolution has made the destruction of culture in their own lives. So these all sorts of destruction in culture and civilization has made a feeling of alienation among individuals itself. Individuals or people experienced alienation in their life because of industrial revolution, and it becomes a main reason for the rise of modernism in literature. And another one is globalization, and we know what is globalization. And through the rise of cities and the process of urbanization, the lifestyle of people became changed, and it has made them to go in search for material pleasures. That is, the complete perspective of the society became material. That is, a materialistic perspective was the result of globalization. At the same time, it is also became the reason for modernism in literature. Another and important reason for modernism is the advancement in science and technology. The inventions of electricity, aeroplane, bulb, X-ray, all these things revolutionized the culture or the society itself. A lot of changes was brought by science and technology. The result was complete advancement in the life of people. But it has made two revolutions in the society. The first one, it brought an optimistic aura to reshape men in perfection. That is, man is perfect. There arised a particular optimistic thought that man is perfect. And the second one is a particular feeling that men cannot be defeated. That is, people had a thought that we cannot be defeated by anyone. And this particular technology resulted in World War I. So here lies the main reason for modernism in literature, or simply modernism. Here World War I is the main reason for, or the main cause for modernism. And through World War I and after World War I, we can find the disintegration of British Empire. Britain was enjoying all its power as a center in Victorian era, and colonization was there. Britain was an empire during those days. After World War I, we can find the disintegration of the British Empire. That is, the complete collapse of British Empire. That is, Britain has lost its glory. And this has led to the fragmentation of the society. During Victorian era, people were enjoying nationhood. That is, people were proud about their nation, Britain. But what happened after World War I is actually the complete disintegration of British Empire, and this has led to the fragmentation of the society. People were in a confusion, or people lost their proud moments, and people started thinking in a pessimistic way. That is, World War I resulted in the pessimistic feeling of the society. It has resulted pessimistic attitude among the individuals. At the same time, they felt nothingness of life. That is, they felt that our life is a waste and we cannot stay long. What is the need to live here in this world? All sorts of thinking bring absurdity or feeling of nothingness among themselves. And all these things, all these fragmentation of the society and feeling of nothingness, all these things has resulted in questioning the humanity itself by the writers. That is, the writers started questioning humanity and life itself through literature. What is the need of living here? Their existence itself is questioned by the writers. And another reason for modernism in literature is advancement in social science. That is, theories like psychoanalytic theory by Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. It also made a change in the society itself, and it has resulted in modernism. We know psychoanalytic theory put forwarded by Sigmund Freud and later by Carl Jung, developed by Carl Jung, and this theory asks ourselves to look inward to ourselves. That is, Sigmund Freud's work encouraged self-analysis of the conscious and unconscious self. He put forwarded a theory of psychoanalytic theory. That is, through his theory, he asked each and every individual to go inward of himself and to find out his self. That is, self-analysis is the key argument of psychoanalytic theory. That is, look into yourself. And his ideas of conscious and unconscious also made a change in the perception. In Victorian era, they never tried to open their identity as a whole. That is, their self is completely hidden within themselves, and they enjoyed their life by accepting Victorian morality. They were highly moralistic and they cannot expose their self. But through these psychoanalytic theories of Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, they ask ourselves to look our own self and try to find out and expose your own self. And according to Freud, fantasies, dreams and slips of tongue, etc. are outward manifestations of unconscious motives. We have unconscious motives that will be suppressed or that will be oppressed, and it will be coming out through dreams, our slip of tongues and fantasies. That is the result. Our oppressed emotions will be coming out as dreams of the slip of tongues, etc. That is actually the argument of Sigmund Freud. That is, he was trying to expose the darker side of his own self through his theory, and he tried to unmask the hypocrisy of 19th century, that is that of Victorian era. And people were under some sort of masking, and they tried to hide their own self, and here Freud tried to expose the darker side of man that was hidden from view through hypocrisy. So the theories of psychoanalysis also made a change in the perception among the writers. And we can find the Carl Jung's ideas of collective unconscious as another contribution made by social science, and this also led to a change in the perception of writing in modern literature. And another reason for this modernism is Marxian ideology, that is Marxist criticism or Marxism, simply the ideas of socialism and class struggle. And through Marxism, the theoreticians argued that there are fundamental contradictions within the society itself, and this also led to the cause for modernism. And as a result, this modernist literature felt a sense of disillusionment and fragmentation, and this particular thing was expressed by different writers through their literary texts. And at the same time, these writers started moving away from traditional ways of writing, and they started questioning the government itself. That is, the modernist literature tried to expose or tried to convey that particular feeling, that is that of disillusionment and fragmentation through literature. That is, the modernist writers felt some sort of fragmentation and disillusionment, and they started conveying these ideas through their literature. And for that, they completely moved away from traditional ways of writing in all aspects. They started implementing new forms in writing, and at the same time they started questioning the government itself. By using new techniques of writing, they moved away from traditional ways of writing. So we have to move on to the next session here, that is the characteristic features of modernist literature or modern literature. So we know modernism is a movement that has completely break away from the traditional ways of expressions. But in literature itself, we can find a departure or moving away from traditional modes of expression or traditional styles, traditional writing. That is, it is a complete break away from traditional modes of writing. And here we can find the first characteristic feature of modern literature as individualism. That is, in literature they gave focus to individuals instead of society. Instead of a society, writers gave more importance and focus to individuals itself. That is, individual or self has got a place in modern literature. And another one is the experimentation. I told you there is a complete break away from the traditional ways of writing. So writers experimented with new modes of expressions in writing, especially in literature, and it has made a collage of styles in literature itself. That is, we can find a lot of styles in writing in modernist literature. That is, each and every writers were experimented with different and entirely different styles of writing. As I told you before, after World War I, people experienced fragmentation in their life, and this particular thing, this fragmentation can be seen in literature itself. That is, writers used fragmentary imageries and at the same time fragmented narration to convey their state of mind or their state. Fragmented narration is another technique used by the writers of modernist literature, and for that they use a stream of consciousness as a technique, and through stream of consciousness the inner workings of the consciousness of a particular character is employed. That is, it is described through the technique of stream of consciousness. How a character thinks, what will be his mind conveying, all these things are completely described by the writers of modernist era through the technique of stream of consciousness. And we can find even inconsistent and surprising metaphors to implement or to show fragmented reality. That is, metaphors will be used, but it will be in a surprising way. At the same time, it will be inconsistent, and all these metaphors are used to convey the fragmentary reality and in order to convey what is there in the text as a reality. And for that they used fragmentary imageries, just like Eliot used in his famous poem The Wasteland, and these fragmentary imageries are actually their life itself. Another characteristic feature of modernist literature is the use of absurdity in text. That is, the meaninglessness of their life itself is employed or conveyed by the writers through different literary texts. And another feature of modernist literature is symbolism. It is not a new one. We have seen that a lot of writers use this symbolism in the past eras. But here, how symbolism is used, that is a different thing in modernist literature. And here symbolism used in order to make the readers active. That is, in order to get readers on interpretations, writers used symbolism in literature, that is in modern literature. So we can find multiple perspectives for a text, just like Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse. Writers throw a chance for the readers to interpret the text in their own ways. That is actually the main cause of using symbolism in modernist literature, and it has led to a space for multiple realities and multiple truths. That is, James Joyce's Ulysses is the best example for the use of symbolism. We can find multiple truths. That is actually the main argument of modernism or modernist literature, that truth is not one. We can find multiple truths, or we can find multiple realities. And another feature of modernist literature is characterization and how the characters are portrayed in literary texts. In the previous eras, we can find the concept of heroes or heroism. Heroism can be seen in different literary texts of the past. But here in modernist literature, the concept of heroism was replaced by anti-heroism. Anti-heroism is celebrated by modernist literature. They used anti-heroes. Anti-heroism is a best quality of modernist literature. And these heroes will be in isolation, and even sometimes they will be eccentric. Their self is focused by the modernist literature. So as a whole, we can find this modernism as a collection of cultural movements of late 19th century and early 20th century. We can find this modernism as a collection of different cultural movements. It is the blending of a lot of things. That is, it is a blending of different aspects of life. And this modernism has a particular trend to improve or reform the life. A reforming aspect can be seen in modernism, and writers try to employ these things through literature. And many other writers used different techniques to find out their own expressions, and they completely moved away from traditional ways of writing. So modernism, in another way, is a break away from realism. That is, it is a break away from 19th century realism. That is another feature of modernism in literature. That is, realistic narration cannot be seen in literature. It has brought a complete break away from 19th century realism. So there are a lot of features for modernist literature. Writers try to explore new ways of expressions, new modes of expressions through different literary texts. They try to employ variety in literature itself. And we can find modernist literature has a different focus while comparing with the past. Okay, the modernist literature is a complete break away from the traditional ways of writing.